So this is probably one of the longest backs I've had to do, but it's just no other option. Back here, my wife has put me on a diet, and I'm not going to let her see this episode because... And pull it down, that's it, 5 seconds. How about that? So at Longreach at the moment, we had planned to go up to Winton, but there's just so many caravans on the road, and I reckon being school holidays, not so good. So we're planning to come up here to Muttaburra. So the Muttaburra road's open, but the Hewenden
is
closed.
What's it called? Hewenden.
Oh, by the way, we're going across Sandy Creek. Let's change the subject. Well, that's pretty special. It's been really flat for the last, 60, 70 k's. And suddenly we've come across this broken country. In front of us here, we've still got flood crossings. They seem to be putting concrete in so that the roads don't get washed away. And they're pretty solid and firm. You can imagine when it was really raining heaps, it'd be pretty flooded up here. I reckon the road will be closed. So that's closed, and I'd say that's because of the water we've had in the last few days. So we'll go back down to Muttaburra. Luckily our road wasn't closed, and we'll check out what this little town has to offer. So some of the main things you want to check out while you're in Muttaburra is the Muttaburrasaurus Interpretation Center. You've got the Centre of Queensland Monument. You've got the Dr. Arita Museum. You've got the Freedom Park Cemetery and the Union Hall. Let's go and check them out. Hey Joey, this is probably as close as we're going to get to the dinosaurs. There's one there. There's another one over there. And then we've got yours over there.
So if you're coming to the Broadwater, don't come up to the second entrance because you'll have to back up like we are. There's nowhere to turn around up there.
So this is probably one of the longest backs I've had to do, but it's just no other option because it's really boggy. The road itself's pretty good, but both sides are really bad.
There is a turn off up here that goes to, I think, the day use area, but we might ditch the caravan and go and have a look if we can turn around. You can stop now. I've already done my couple of kilometre walk.
After that big back, we're going to turn left down steep gully. We've got some local advice from a gentleman from Castlemaine, which is close to where we live in Bendigo, and he said we can come along here and there should be a nice little camp for us, so hopefully we'll find one. And if we get bogged, he said he'd come and help us get pulled out. Water's Edge. It's like a nice camp. You've got a rubbish bin.
Lots of little turn-offs with their own names.
Yeah, their little names.
Billy Ben. I don't think we go down here, will we?
Yeah, she gets through. Yeah, other people go. got Pelican Lookout. That's quite nice. So what are the rules we've got here? So we're actually at the end of the near Pelican Lookout along the fence line here, and we're at water's edge, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down in the blue. Then you've got Steep Gully, and you've got all these other ones that go all the way down here. So make sure you don't leave any litter. The sites are quite good, but as you can see, if it's wet, there could be some issues. You know that Muttaburra is a really important place, especially today, because we've got so many hire cars out here, and it's all the ministers who have come up from the big smoke, and they're having their council meeting in here at Muttaburra, making all the big decisions. And yeah, it's a good job they come out and see what the real country is and see what the real people are. Good job. So the local shop is catering, and that's all the yummy food they're getting today. So this is the Muttaburra Post Office, and it is also the information centre. So if you need some information, and they've got some really good little books and things, come to the Muttaburra Post Office and have a look around. They've got a lot of other gear too. They've got bait, frozen bait. They've got a lot of stuff, local produce that they've made here. And they've probably also got letters, but look at this. And they've got a lot of helpful staff here. See, they do post office stuff here as well, so it's pretty cool. So also at the post office, a little secret is they've got a laundromat, and it's open 7 days. So just around the corner, down the back somewhere, I reckon that's your laundromat. So if you need to wash your gear, that's where you come. Now look out these guys here. On every street corner, they've got these dinosaurs. Now we didn't go to Winton, and we thought we were going to miss out on the dinosaurs, but these cool dudes are everywhere. So we're going to try and find some real old dinosaur stuff. Muttaburrasaurus Interpretation Center, and we'll just go and check it out. Nice gabion walls as we go in. Back in 1963, a chance find by an unassuming local turned science on its head. So this is the ancient environment, and we're actually here in Muttaburra, where we came up from Longreach. But as you can see, this whole area here has some sort of history with dinosaurs. The reason that they're coming to the surface now is they're being exposed in the middle of the present day Queensland to the surface by tectonic uplift, lower global sea levels and erosion over the ages. Here are some of the relics that they've found. See some of the seashells in there. So this is actually the head of the dinosaur, and it's basically got this lump on its nose here. They're the eye sockets back there, and they're trying to work out why it's got that lump. They think it could be for fighting off other animals, or it could be like a sexual thing, enabling the males to fight. But it's basically a protection for the nose, or thrusting the head into foliage so that they can eat. That's pretty interesting. So they found these round things. So basically, as silted sediment covered a bone or an artefact, it would actually get deeper and deeper and more layers and layers and layers. And it was actually opening these up slowly that they started to come across some of the bones. You can see here that this obviously was once underwater, and you've got all of little shells and all these little critters here. So that would have been the line of the bottom of the ocean. And over here, this one's been cut open. There's nothing inside it, But when they cut it through, you can see the different layers, and with the bigger ones or even some of the smaller ones, when they opened that up, they found some of the bones. It was Doug Langdon who actually found it, and he was noted by saying, I suppose it was a curiosity. I didn't expect much to come of it at all. So the guys are actually near a cattle yard, and one of the guys actually found, or looked down and saw some teeth sticking out, and that was actually the head. So we sent it down to the museum to have a look at, and it came back with the fact that it was a dinosaur, and that was back in 1974. And that's the original pictures and his original camera where they found it. And here we have a replica of what it would look like if it was here. Now that's pretty big. And over here we've got a leg. Now that's a pretty big leg. So to speed up the process of investigating what's inside of these rocks, they've actually been using CT scanners. And so you can actually see here that from the surface that doesn't look like much there, but with the CT scan you can definitely see there's something inside there, and same here. And obviously they're using drones to actually try and find new sites. So you can leave donations here. What you do is you chuck your coins here, or your notes over there, and then they disappear into there. So I think I'll be coming back again with Jo, and I'll show her what's going on. So this is the Muttaburra General Store. They've got unleaded and diesel. They've got all sorts of gas swap and go over here. Oils. It's quite interesting. This actually shows all of the people who owned the shop over the years. So it goes back to 1884, and they've gone down to 72. So I'm not sure if they've got another plaque somewhere else, but the shop's been around for a while, servicing the community. So I'm expecting they've probably got lots of food and things, takeaway. We'll just go around the corner and check them out. I've got a little bit of an area down here to sit and have your coffee. The shop's well stocked. It's got all sorts of groceries over here, and you've got some of your hardware items over here. Actually got your fresh veg and fruit, frozen stuff here in the freezer, and milk, cheeses, eggs, everything you'd expect. It's really good. Melanie, who owns the shop and runs the shop, isn't here at the moment. Oh, they don't?
No. The owner owns it. Oh, she's a what?
Okay.
She's the owner.
This is, and you're Fiona.
I'm not.
Oh, God.
I'm on caretaker.
Okay, so this will be in the bloopers, by the way. So here, it looks like they've got some fast food and they've got some burgers. So check out these burgers. Here they've got really good coffee. They've got a Thompson burger, a Bengal burger, a Cornish burger, a Landsborough burger, and a Tower Hill burger. So you can't go wrong there. Look at the prices, great prices. And everything's fresh. And here we've got the team here making a burger. So it looks like I might be getting a Thompson burger. So what was your name?
Mel.
There's Mel. Now she's doing a good job. This is our Thompson burger here. It comes with chips and it looks really yummy and fresh. The only problem is, when I come back here, my wife has put me on a diet, and I'm not going to let her see this episode because that looks freaking fantastic.
Hey.
So thank you very much. No, don't tell it. That's great. Well done. Look at that. Great chips. So don't worry about the dinosaurs. Just come in and get one of these burgers. I'll tell you what, that was just the best burger I've had. Yum. It's one of those towns where you can just walk out on the road and just about not need to look because it's nice and quiet. But Muttaburra shop, best place for a hamburger and all your groceries. The main road on the north side of town coming in, and here's a little bit of a map showing the Artesian country, starting at Alpha, Jericho, and all the way up to Muttaburra. This is a little bit of an interesting place because we've got lots of sculptures here, and we've got our shearer here, and he's doing a good job. He's using hand shears here, and then we've got another sheep waiting his turn over the back here. But if you look closely here, you can actually see the bolt of a rifle there. There's a shifter there, lots of cogs, and somewhere there's a padlock. So bring your kids here, they can just play with this all day. I know I might, and we'll just see what else we can find. I found my old schoolmate from Muttaburra Primary, and yeah, he's probably as thick as I am, and he's probably doing a better job. This looks like Jurassic Park. Oh, there's a dinosaur. There's another one over there. And this is the actual food that the dinosaurs used to eat back in the day. So this is at the Freedom Camp. Nice little waterhole. And it's only $8 a night. And that's just west of Muttaburra. The question is, did we get any yabbies? We'll have to check this out. I'm not sure. I've used some chook pellets, and I don't know if they like chook pellets. There we go. Let's have a look in here. And not a one.
To the Muttaburra pool, and there's toilets and also hot showers. You need a shower, you're staying out the river and you haven't got a shower or you haven't got enough water, you can come into town and have one.
Those you've got to get back to basics and do your washing, especially when you run out of washing. And while Joey's actually reading here, I've been doing the washing. We've run out of washing line here on our van, so we've come across here. Now, I caught up with Brad down at the Bendigo show, and he had these shock lock washing lines here that you can just, all you need to do is find a couple of trees, and I'll let him explain exactly how they work. Okay, so we've got Brad here from Shock Lock, and I'm just walking around the show here, and I've come across this. Now, this looks really interesting. He's got lots of gear here. So, Brad, what do you actually do?
Okay, well, the company's called the Original Shock Lock. Our product is, we refer to just as the Shock Lock. Yes. Which is essentially this little blue device here.
Okay, yep.
This particular one is our strap, so it's like a reusable stretchy cable tie.
Yep.
Best description. To do it up, there's no knots involved. Okay. Simply pop it down into the teeth.
Oh, wow.
Once that's engaged, it's good for over 60 kilos.
60 kilos, yep.
Yeah, so it's deceptively strong.
Yeah.
But you can adjust it quite easily to control the tension and the length you need.
Yes.
It's not a fixed length that you have to work with, you just control that.
And what would you use it for?
Oh, this thousands of uses, really is. Popular ones for camping and caravans, particularly the bottoms of your shade screens.
Yes.
Because, again, you can adjust the length and the amount of tension.
Yep.
If you're putting it out a bit further, you can make it a bit longer. If it's straight down, it's shorter. Okay. One of them is our camping travel clothesline.
Okay.
Which is this one down here. So you can see it packs up very small, utilises the same locking system on either end. Yep. But we have a little demonstration one up here. Okay. It's essentially, it's completely adjustable up to a 5 metre span.
Right.
At the moment I've got it at 3 metres, so there's a bit left over. Yep. So to release it, it's a simple matter. Just hold onto the cord, pop it out.
Oh, that's easy.
Very, very quick to take down. So you attach your first end, which I'll replicate at the second end.
Yes.
And basically by sliding this along, you can control the length. So you can have that at any point anywhere, you can stretch it. Yep. And also it can go around any size or shape. So it could be your awning pole, but by the same token it could be a tree.
That's right.
Quite often I've gone from a roof rack to a tree. Yep. And then it simply goes back through the hole there. And the other beauty of it is you can control the tension. So it's not a fixed length where you have to just hook it up and work with what you got. Yep. If you're hanging heavy stuff, you can keep sliding it through and get that as tight as you need to get it.
Yep.
And it's a simple matter of sliding that back and popping it in. Then we just recommend for safety, just tuck the excess depending on what length you've got it at.
Yep.
So, providing you've got 2 points within a 5 metre span, you can put it up.
That's pretty good. Is that what, cinch products?
Cinch products.
Okay.
So, as you can see, cinch products, simple solutions.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's all about products that are simple to use, like the easy clip that we do and like the shock lock range.
Yes.
They're very, very simple to use, but they're effective and they work.
So this is the ratchet. Basically got 2 hooks and some pretty good cord on it, and all we do for actually tying down the boarding is to put a peg in the ground, hook it on like that, bring it up to the boarding here, hook it over there, and pull it down. That's it. 5 seconds. How about that? Good job. And that's an invention by an Australian. Great.